Well guys, just like how football season is rapidly approaching, gaming season is also rapidly approaching, and there is a ton of games that I want opposed to usual years. I've got NBA 2K, I've got PGA 2K, I've got the Harry Potter game, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Sonic Frontiers, Call of Duty. I'm gonna go broke. Hey, at least I won't be bored though. Anyway, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and welcome back to NFL predictions. Yes, for those who are new, I predict the NFL games for every single week, every single Wednesday. Last year, my record was actually pretty good. My dad has it on file because I do it through his work league, too. I was 170 and 102. Not terrible at all, honestly. 70 more wins than losses. Couple quick things before we hop into the video, as always. One, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. And two, if you're 18 years or older and would like to download the daily fantasy app known as Prize Picks, you can use code WyattzWorld to match up to $100 of your first deposit. Also this weekend, guys, there's the free Tom Brady parlay square where he just has to throw over or under 1 yard, basically a guaranteed win. Always play responsibly, and let's get into our week 1 predictions. So, kicking off the season with Thursday Night Football, we got the Buffalo Bills going into Los Angeles to face the Super Bowl defending Rams. Guys, I think we all know who I'm going to pick here, and it shouldn't shock anybody, and honestly, I think it's such an even split down America, I'm not even biased for it. There are two titans in the league, and they are facing off in the first game of the season. We got the Bills, who are Super Bowl favorites, and we got the Rams, who are Super Bowl champions. I mean, it's set in stone to be one of the best opening games we've ever seen. And of course, I think my Bills are going to win. I have no expectations other than that. Am I conscious and aware that the Rams could defeat Buffalo in the opener? 100%. But I'm also extremely confident as of this very moment going into the season on a fresh slate, we are going to be the best team in the NFL this year. Therefore, in a very close, entertaining game, I got the Bills beating the Rams 24-17. Alright, next game, moving on to Sunday, we've got the Saints at the Falcons. I got the Saints winning here 27-13. I think they're going to eat Marcus Mariota alive. I worry deeply about the production of the Atlanta offense, and going against a defense as good as the Saints, that's not doing them any favors. I think Marcus is going to try to run early on in the game. He's going to realize that they're not going to let him do that, and it's going to be up to his arm to get downfield, and I don't think he has it. Moving on to the next Sunday game, we've got the 49ers at the Bears. This one, I'm sorry, Chicago, I have it being an absolute blowout. San Francisco wins 30-9. I think exactly what I said yesterday is going to happen in this game. Bears offense is going to be pressured. They're not going to be given enough time to make plays and get downfield. Now, their defense will hold their ground for about half a game, but they're going to be so damn tired that at the end, they're just going to get blown the fuck out. I'm damn near willing to bet the time of possession from San Francisco will triple what Chicago's is. Week 1, San Francisco wins. Moving on to our next game, we've got a good one, the Steelers at the Bengals. I think this is going to be a good game. It's going to be a close game, but the Bengals are going to win 21-14. Tomlin's going to find ways to score points, but much like I said yesterday, if it's anything above about 14, I'm not confident. Looking at the Bengals offense, on the other hand, I would expect them to throw up more than 14, which is why I have them at 21. I'm not sure about TJ Watt's status for this game, but even if he's gone, the Steelers still have people that are going to put tremendous pressure on Burrow. Now, it's their secondary that I think is going to cost them, because aside from Minka, I don't think they have a ton of studs out there. And when you've got 3 star receivers and a running back who can catch running downfield, you can only cover so much. So to put in simplified terms, I think the Steelers defense will keep them in the game, but at the same time, I think it's going to lose them the game. It's just a different part of it. Alright, next game, we've got an AFC East rivalry. The Patriots are going into Miami. This is going to be a very good game, and it's going to be a very telling game to a Bills fan. Patriots, I'm expecting to be the Patriots. I'm expecting them to be the team they were last year. Miami, I'm expecting them to be much better than they were last year. Therefore, in this game, I think the Dolphins are going to walk out with the victory 17-10. Miami's easily have a defense that's capable of stopping Mac Jones, and I believe Mike McDaniel running their offense is going to be able to generate enough points to get past the Patriots. I think he's going to be very good for Miami, and I think he's going to start off the season with a win. Next game, we've got the Ravens at the Jets, and I have this one being an absolute blowout. If I had to be a betting man, and I'm sorry, Jets fans, the Ravens are going to kick the absolute hell out of you. Who is the Jets quarterback to start week 1? I still hear it might be Zach, but I think it's Flacco on the depth chart. Who is your starting running back? Is it Michael Carter or is it Breece Hall? Who is your number 1 receiver? Is it Garrett Wilson or Elijah Moore? That one doesn't matter as much, but there's just a lot of uncertainties with New York that I don't think they're going to go out there and have any sort of game plan at all versus a team like the Ravens. And the Ravens are going to be healthy. Harbaugh is going to unleash his Reapers, and the Ravens are going to dominate 28-7. All right, and moving on to the next game. It is a game of the week contender. We've got the Jags at the Commanders. I got the Commanders winning 23-13, and it's with uncertainty because honestly, this game could go either way. My reasoning for the pick there is because I've been hearing really good things about Carson Wentz, shockingly, over the last week. That if what I'm hearing is true, he should be able to pick apart the Jags secondary the entire game. He's got Logan Thomas, Curtis Samuel, Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Antonio Gibson's gonna be out there. If I had to write this game out and actually draw a picture of it on paper, I don't think the Jags secondary is gonna be able to stop him if Wentz is given enough time to make a play. And if we want to flip roles and look at Washington's defense versus the Jags offense, I think they're very similar offenses, except the Jags just have much worse receivers. I don't think Jacksonville will win. Like I said, I could be wrong, but right now I'm going with the Commanders. Moving on to the next game, we've got a revenge game. The Browns versus the Panthers. Ding, 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 ding. Blazing hot take. Panthers upset and beat the Browns. I don't even know if that's an upset, honestly, but to me it would be, and it's going to be. I think it's going to be a big defensive battle here. There's going to be a lot of pressure on both the quarterbacks. But in the end, I think Cleveland missing Deshaun Watson is going to hold them back because Jacoby Brissett is going to miss throws Watson would make. I know Jacoby's not that bad, but he's not that good. There's going to be times where Deshaun will get out of the pocket and make a pass that Jacoby won't. And it's going to be little plays like that that he doesn't complete, which costs them to turn over the ball to give Carolina more possessions, which will ultimately give them the win by 1 touchdown in a somewhat low-scoring game, 14-7. Flipping forward to the next game, we've got the Colts going into Houston. Houston, you're not going to like me for this one, and Houston, you do have a problem. His name is Jonathan Taylor. I got the Colts beating the shit out of them, 35-16. Not to mention 9 of Houston's points, which is over half, will be scored by a field goal. I don't hate the Texans, but as a complete team, I don't think they have a roster to compete with somebody like the Colts. And I know the Colts aren't that great. Certain parts of their team are well above average, but when it comes to majority vote there, I think they are just such a solid set in stone wall that teams like Houston, who still have a lot of developing to do, they're going to struggle. It's going to be a long day, Houston. I don't think you're winning it. And next game is a game that I don't want to predict. We got the Philadelphia Eagles going into Detroit. I hope the Detroit Lions can start off with a victory over the Eagles at home, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Philadelphia's secondary is going to be too harsh. Now, I am confident Detroit's O-line is going to be able to hold off Philly's D-line majority of the time, but then it circles back to Philly's secondary, and even given time, I'm just not sure Jared Goff is going to have a lot of options all game. I want to say it'll be close here, so I'm going to say Philly wins 27-20. Not sure where Detroit's points are going to come from, but I have faith they will score some. Moving on to the next game, which I believe is the last noon game, we got the Giants at the Titans. It's going to be a running back battle. I don't think Dable's going to get blown out, but I don't think he's going to win. I got the Titans winning 21-14. Don't think either teams have a great O-line. I don't think either teams have a great quarterback. I don't think either teams really have great receivers. With that being said, Robert Woods is 10 times better than anything New York has to offer. That's about all I got, though. I think it'll be a boring game. 21-14, just running back battle. Titans win. All right, moving on to the America's game of the week. I'm fairly certain, at least. We got Green Bay at Minnesota. Green Bay fans, I need you guys to believe me here. I gave you credit yesterday. I think you guys are going to win the division, but I do not think you're going to win this game. If it was at Lambeau, I would 100% say you would, but it's not. It's at the bank. It's your first game trying to figure out what it's going to look like without Adams there full time. Vikings are going to have Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith healthy, pressuring Rodgers the whole game. I think Minnesota is going to win, and it's going to be the most Minnesota Green Bay score ever, 24-20. It's the US Bank effect, and I 100% expect to swap wins next time they play in Lambeau. All right, moving on. Next game, we got Kansas City going into Arizona. I got the Chiefs winning here 30-23. I think it's going to be a coaching battle, and I think Andy Reid is substantially better than Cliff Kingsbury. Both teams are missing stud receiver. One team is missing him because he's suspended. Another team is missing him because he went to a different team. Now, I do think Arizona has a better defense on paper when healthy, but like I said, I think it's going to be a coaching battle, and Kansas City's coaching staff, I believe, is much better than Arizona's. Therefore, Kansas City is going to walk away with the win. As long as Kansas City's got Kelsey and Mahomes, you got to be prepared for 30 points a game. All right, and next game, we got a division rivalry. The Raiders at the Chargers. Chargers win 28-21 because I really don't know what to say. Just got done talking about this division yesterday. They're all good teams, but the Chargers physically look unstoppable. I don't doubt that the Raiders are going to put up points. Waller's going to be playing. He's going to have Devontae Adams. Offense is going to be moving for the Raiders, but you got to believe that the Chargers are going to be able to make several stops with J.C. Jackson, Derwin James, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. It's the extra possessions that the Chargers are going to be able to capitalize off of and get the win. Therefore, I have them winning by a touchdown here, 28-21. All right, next up, we got Sunday Night Football, a Week 1 rematch from last year, the Cowboys taking on the Bucs, although I got it backwards. Tampa Bay will be going into Dallas. This is a game that I think isn't going to be close until the end. I think Tampa Bay is going to steamroll them. I don't expect Zeke to be able to run. I don't expect Dak to have time to throw. And when I talk about Dak not having enough time to throw, I'm not talking about it because his receivers aren't getting separation. I'm talking about it because Tyron Smith is gone. He's hurt. To me, it just looks like a healthy Tampa Bay team is going to eat you alive. I think Dallas will get a garbage time touchdown or two, maybe in the fourth quarter, which is why I have the score being 33-24, but I don't expect it to actually be a close game at all. Tampa Bay wins. And moving on to Monday Night Football, we've got the last game of Week 1, Denver going into Seattle, Russell Wilson's revenge. Broncos win 60-0. I don't even know what to throw out there. I think it's going to be an ass kicking of a lifetime for Seattle. The entire game, it's just going to keep looking at Pete Carroll, and it's just going to show tears rolling down his eyes slowly. Now, do I seriously think Seattle's incapable of scoring any points? No, I think they can, but I just seriously don't see this game being close at all to the point where it would even be worth it for me to give them a point. Week 1, Denver's going to make a statement, and Russell Wilson's going to put the stamp on it. Alright guys, and that is it for my Week 1 predictions. Let me know if you agree with me. Let me know where you disagree with me. Comment section is all yours. If you guys did like this video, you already know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. I do my absolute best to post on this channel every single day. With everything I just said though, I'm going to hop off and start editing this video because I know these take a long time. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, and as always, I will see you in the next video.